Have you ever wondered why can I pee perfectly fine at home, but not in a public restroom? I know I wondered that for years. I remember when I would travel by plane, I had a routine. Before I left the house, I'd use the bathroom, no problem. Sometimes I'd even stop at a hotel near the airport, and that became one of my go-to bathrooms. I knew I could go there, but then I'd get to the airport and everything would change. I'd freeze up. Sometimes I couldn't even go sitting down in a stall. Think about that. An hour earlier, I could pee without even thinking about it. Same person, same body, same bladder. Now I'm at the airport and I can't go. So what changed? I'm Michael Hurd, the shy bladder coach. I lived with shy bladder syndrome or paruresis for more than 50 years. And I can only speak from my own experience because everyone's experience with paruresis is different. But for me, one of the biggest things that changed was all of the thinking I had around going to the bathroom. At home, I didn't think about it. I just went. But at the airport, what if I can't go? What if somebody comes in? What if somebody is in the stall next to me? What if my flight starts boarding? What if I have to go on the airplane? What if they don't turn the seatbelt lights off during the flight? And then I'd start worrying about whether I'd be able to go on the plane. One thought led to another, and before I knew it, I wasn't just going to the bathroom anymore. I was trying to pee. I was making up stories. And for me, there was a huge difference. I was paying attention to everything around trying. Who's in the bathroom? Who's coming in? Who's leaving? Can they hear me? Am I taking too long? And of course, am I going to be able to go? The more I thought about it, the more anxious I became, and the more important going became. The harder it all seemed to be to me. And then if I couldn't go, I carried that experience with me. And the next time I went to the airport, I remembered what happened last time. And so sometimes my anxiety started before I even got to the airport. And that's why I created all these strategies and coping mechanisms, going before I left home, stopping at my safe hotel, dehydrating myself before traveling, planning everything around a bathroom. And looking back now, I can see how much of my life was being affected by shy bladder, even when I wasn't actually in a bathroom. And today my experience is completely different. And one of the biggest things that changed for me was understanding that all of those thoughts that I was having were just thoughts. The what if I can't go? That thought could show up, but I didn't have to believe it. I didn't have to fight it. And I didn't have to know for sure what was going to happen. And so over time, the bathroom became less of a test for me because I wasn't constantly trying to make something happen. And that changed so much for me. So if you're sitting at home wondering, why can I pee here, but I can't pee in public? I understand. I asked myself that question for decades. And while everyone's experience with paruresis is different, I want you to know that you're not alone. Freedom is possible. I'm Michael Hurd, the Shy Bladder Coach. And if you'd like to hear more about my experience with shy bladder and what I've learned along the way, I hope you'll subscribe to this channel. And you can find more information and resources at michaelrhurd.com. That's michaelrhurd.com. Thanks for watching today.